Hi, it's me again. Hard to believe I've done 3 videos in one day. I just watched a video asking the question, is the American dream over? Well, when I was a kid, I too grew up thinking that the United States of America was the greatest country on earth and that we were invincible, that we could do anything. And, we were not wealthy people, but we had a home, we had a mother who worked, and a father who supported us sometimes. We didn't have it easy, but we didn't receive any government benefits or anything like that either. For all the things that were done wrong, there were some things done right. As a result of seeing how my parents worked for a living, worked for what they got, that what was instilled in me as a young woman is that if you want something, if you work hard enough, you'll get it. Now I'm 59 years old and I've been a nurse for 30 years. And one other time I've been on food stamps. But when I find myself out of a job as of July the 20th, I am having a hard time. I can't pay my rent. I can't get any help to pay my rent. I've made 2 videos begging people to help me, to send me money so that I wouldn't get put out of my home. Now, I don't live in a fabulous place. I mean, it's a trailer and there's mold in it. And, it's in a trailer park, but it's my home. And I've worked to be here month after month. And I don't want to lose it. But the truth of the matter is that I will lose it if I don't get some assistance. Most of the agencies who were out there to help will go on last year's W-2. I worked my butt off last year. I don't know what a 40-hour week is. I always do overtime. I always work hard. I always do what I'm supposed to do, to a fault. I will help others when I need help. I spent my money on things for other people that I wouldn't buy for myself. And I'm not bragging about that. I'm just saying, I have worked all of my life. I talked to a lawyer today to see if I could get on Social Security. No, I have to be unemployed for a year. I could have went on disability 2 years ago when I was injured at work, but I pushed through the pain. I pushed through the discomfort. I let my injury get worse over 2 years because I didn't want to be on a government check. I didn't want to take from the government. But when I need it, then I'm told, well, you can't work for a whole year before you apply for disability. Well, what are you supposed to do in that year? What are you supposed to do in that year? I worked in physicians' offices. I can't tell you how many people come in there who were alcoholics, who were drug addicts, people who never worked a day in their life, who claim to be in so much pain that they can't stand it and they can't possibly work. They've got all the benefits that I've been paying for. And when the time comes for me, a woman who has worked since I was 16 years old, I get nothing. Yeah, yesterday I got my food stamp card in the mail, and I might be getting unemployment. How far is that going to bring me? I don't know. The American dream? I see other people who clearly do not deserve the benefits that America has to offer. And I've also seen the ones who get the benefits, who still can't make it, who still can't buy their medicine, who still can't see the doctor because they don't have any more office visits left on their Medicare or Medicaid. I see people choose between groceries and medicine. My own brother died that way. My brother died in 2010. He was on Medicare, never had a doctor. He had emphysema really bad. And he moved in with me like 2 weeks after his wife passed away. And he moved from Illinois to Mississippi. He was very sick when he moved in with me. Thank God he did make that decision. But I couldn't get a doctor for him. Every time he had an event where he was going into respiratory distress or having some type of problem, I had to take him to the emergency room because there was no doctor for me to call. And when he would get admitted to the hospital, he would get prescriptions. He didn't have the money to get them filled. Sometimes I didn't have the money to get them filled for him, and I was working. So, I mean, the American dream, what is it? Where does it exist? It doesn't exist in my world. It doesn't exist in my family's world. We're all hard workers. My sister's been out of work for 1.5 years. She can't even get unemployment, let alone anything else. It seems like the people who work struggle. You talk about poverty, there's people who work 50, 60, 70 hours a week and live in poverty. And if you don't believe that, drive through some of these trailer parks. Drive through some of your poorer neighborhoods. Talk to people my age and find out exactly what it's like. But I make too much money to qualify for any help. And then when I'm out of a job, too bad. We're not going to help you. You have to be out of work 1 year before you can get disability. So what is a person like me supposed to do? I made 2 videos. And I took some heat for making the videos, but it was a last resort, last ditch effort. The first video I made, I was pleading for anybody to help me because I lost my job on July the 20th. I got served with eviction papers on July the 24th, and I had to be in court August the 6th. I had to come up with, at the time I thought I needed $800 or I was going to be put out on the street. So I made a video asking people to go to a web page and donate to me so that I could try to raise enough money to keep from getting evicted. Trust me when I say I know how it goes when you get evicted and when you get locked out. All of your personal belongings, all of your furniture, all of your precious memorabilia, your pictures, scrapbooks, your electronics, whatever, gets tossed out on the street. And it seems like intentionally broken. Thank God my church donated $250 towards the rent. And when I went to court on August the 6th, the judge and the landlord decided not to lock me out because I was making an honest effort to pay the debt. However, now there's a judgment against me for the remainder of it, plus August rent. So now I owe them $1,200, and I still can't pay it, and I can't get any help to pay it. Food stamps, that's what I've gotten. I don't know what else to do. The American dream for me doesn't exist. Immigrants, illegal people who are in the country illegally, they get benefits. Oh yeah, you better believe it, and they make a whole lot more money than I do. And that makes me mad. I don't have anything against people. I don't have anything against people who get benefits. It just seems like to me, a person who was born and raised in America, who was taught all my life that if you work hard, keep your nose clean, keep your business straight, take care of yourself, doesn't seem to be true to me. It just doesn't. About the media, I have felt for a couple of years now that our media is government run. You are absolutely right when you say that they tell us what they want us to hear, and things get passed disguised as something else. And I don't trust it. I don't trust it. All of the unemployment figures that are put out there, my sister's been out of work for a year and a half. I'm just starting the road of unemployment. And at my age, I really don't expect to get a job. And I am still very fearful for my future. So that's my response. You know, if there's something I'm overlooking, then please, you let me know. But my American dream is a 20-year-old trailer that I pay rent on every month. It's a rent to own that's got molding ceilings and multiple other problems. A car that's 10 years old and 3 dogs. I have a wonderful family. My daughter, my sister, my grandchildren. I adore them, and they are so supportive and would help me if they could, but they're in the same situations that I am in. I'm fortunate to have friends and my church who helps me out. You know, I say even if all you can do is pray for me, then do that, because I certainly believe in the power of prayer, and that is one freedom we have in this country. That's it. That's my response. I still need help. If you care to check out my other 2 videos, I wish you would, and get back to me. Thanks a lot.